Hi everybody, welcome back to Arma Reforger on the PC, although this video could just as much apply to Xbox as well. And what we're going to talk about in this video is, well, something that's a little bit lacking from Arma Reforger, or at least it was when it launched, and that is single player content. Because as you're probably aware, Arma Reforger is the kind of trial we've got, the test, if you like, that's going to take us to Arma 4 in a few years' time. And it's mainly a multiplayer experience with the multiplayer. You know, we're talking about playing the big conquest game mode, or capture game mode, it's called, and capture and hold, that sort of thing. And it's all about testing the engine and doing things like this. However, now there is quite a lot of single player content that has been modded in by other people. So I'm going to show you a few things that I've played that I think are good, that you can have a go at downloading, and how to search for things as well. So it all kind of, the workshop is the engine room for all of this. And if we look at my downloaded section, the ones that you should look for, and these are single player scenarios, if you like, Assassinate General Makarov. This is a really nice, simple scenario where you just spawn in, you move across the part of the island. You may well encounter a few enemies, you have to kill a guy, and then you have to move somewhere else. Probably take you about half an hour to do, if that. Good fun, introduces you to the idea of single player scenarios. And then you've also got Ravage. Now Ravage, what is a watch this space sort of mod? Now Ravage is a zombies mod from Arma 3, where Halex has brought it over to Reforger and is developing it. So expect to see more Ravage missions and scenarios appear on the workshop. Maybe they're there by the time you watch this video. And the current one is a simple survival mission where you spawn in, you have to go into this town, you have to get a vehicle, and then you have to escape. Really, really simple, just kind of showing you the concepts behind it, but more will be coming. Sniper Valley, that's another interesting one. I think that's the other one as well. Yeah, so Night Ops tutorial sample mission, that's another good one where you've got to retake Godfrey's cottage. So there are a few to get you started, but where do you find the rest of them? So again, go into the workshop, and it's a bit tricky because the problem is that people don't always tag their creations properly. So if we bring up the filter and we put in scenarios single player and scenarios multiplayer, and you may well say, well, why are you looking at multiplayer and single player? Because quite a few of the multiplayer scenarios you can do single player, and there's a few here. You've just got to kind of click into them and see what they say, and then think, okay, is it something I could work out? So you must capture the military base from the Russians. So yeah, so that might be worth playing, and then you can download it and give it a go. What else have we got? Under Pressure, what's this one? Mission Cooperative. Go after the abandoned something or other. See, the problem sometimes can be, if it's in a different language, is knowing when you get the kind of the mission markers that tell you what to do next. It might not be quite obvious. What else have we got here? Co-op FOB, a counterinsurgency cooperative game mode. Secure everyone by destroying the weapon caches at every town. Okay, so that, again, that's another one, good one to look for. So we found them by clicking on the filter for scenario single player and scenarios multiplayer. However, what you probably also want to look at is sometimes they have them in compositions as well. So you click that and you'll find different things, so you can have a look through there. And then the other thing I would suggest you do is, if you do a search for mission, you'll get ones that appear here. Hometown Defenders, there's one. Proof of concept mission with enemy AI group spawning at random spawn points. Fight alongside enemy AI defenders. And you can go through the various ones. So you see a lot of these just aren't tagged, they don't have the proper tags on, but that doesn't mean they won't be interesting experiences. So you can have mission, and you could search for a scenario, that's always a good one. So again, you've got all these things you can look for. Chapter, that's a good one to look for, like chapter 1. Right, so there's nothing there. How about episode? There we go, Sniper Valley episode 1. So you're kind of getting the idea that where modders don't put the proper tag in saying it's a single or multiplayer mission, scenario or something else, you've got to look for it. And I guess the final way of doing it is to just get everything, look at all the mods. Let's have a look. How can we just come out of that? Let's go back in, and then you could look at them, for example, by rating or subscriber count, and then just look through them. Capture and hold Old Argent, so that'd be a multiplayer. Steal the UAS, there we go. Locate the UAS and bring it back in one piece. So that's a nice little scenario so you can play around with. So there we go. So hopefully I've given you some ideas to find single player content for Arma Reforger. There is quite a lot out there. A lot of it is quite simple, but with the introduction of mods like Ravage, you're going to start to see more complicated scenarios start to be introduced that have multiple checkpoints, multiple tasks that you have to do, that you can play either single player or multiplayer, and I'm for one are very, very excited indeed. So there we go. Have you found any single player content that is good? If so, write about it in the comment section below the video. If you've enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.